The WJTS News has made its stop here at the Perry County Fair. I'm Bradford Raths, and we are here with Purdue Extension Ag Educator Sara Dzimianski. Sara, let's talk a little bit about the agriculture climate here in Perry County. Let's start with crops. What do we got for big crops here in the county?
Well, here in Perry County, due to the forest and the hills, we don't have a lot of row crops, but what crops we do have, our primary crops are corn and soybeans. We also see winter wheat in production, primarily in conjunction with the soybeans, as a rotation with the soybeans. And then we also see a little bit of alfalfa and tobacco in this county.
So this year obviously has been a lot different than last year. Last year we had the drought. Kind of talk about this year. We seem to have had a lot more rain than in last year.
Yes, this year the biggest problem has been that farmers have had a difficult time getting into the fields to prepare the fields and to plant them. So even just within the last few weeks, people have been planting soybeans. And in some cases, some farmers haven't even gotten their first cutting of hay due to all the rain.
So corn probably plants easier than soybeans, I would judge by that.
Well, the corn went in a little bit earlier than the soybeans, and so we're seeing some pretty good stands of corn in the county. Some of the soybeans are fairly mature, others are just barely in the ground.
Okay. What about, you mentioned alfalfa and tobacco. Are those just kind of secondary crops, or are they well grown? Or?
They're smaller crops in this county. We have just a couple of farmers that grow the alfalfa, and we have one farmer that I know of that grows tobacco.
Right. Are there any early indicators as far as yields this year?
I think the yields are going to be pretty good, but the big question is, can the farmers get into the fields to harvest them?
Yeah. So obviously too much water then being the problem.
That could very well be the problem.
Okay, so moving on to livestock, what do we have as far as livestock in this county? What's big?
Our biggest species right now is beef cattle, and then swine would probably be second to that. Sheep and goats are growing in popularity though, especially among new producers, small family farms. The goats have really become popular.
Right. What about dairy farming? Not much?
We have a few dairy farmers in this area, but again, it's not a big industry in this county.
Right. So nothing on turkey farms, because I know there's a lot of turkey farms where we come from over in DuBois County, but...
Right, there's a little bit of turkey production in the northern part of the county, but not much in the county overall.
So how have things gone this year? Anything, indicators on the industry with the animals?
Well, so far this year, nearly all of our livestock exhibitors that were enrolled have been able to show. Sheep and goats are up a little bit, swine is going strong, cattle are down a little bit, but in general we're going to have a good livestock show.
Right. Anything to the factor maybe why cattle might be down versus some of the other, any factors there?
One of the biggest reasons is a lot of the youth who have shown cattle are aging out. They're getting to be 10-year 4-H'ers, and they're getting a little too old to participate in 4-H, and a lot of our younger exhibitors are choosing a smaller animal.
Okay. Well, Sara, we thank you for talking with us.
Thank you.
This has been an interview with Purdue Extension Ag Educator Sara Dzimianski. We'll have more WJTS News right after this.